Sure.
That's great.
You sure? Because I know Chris is probably gonna dash out pretty quickly. You wanna move it right up here? We can get you closer. Let's put you, we can put you right here.
I can fix this line too.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I apologize, we didn't have the ball box here. If you sit up right here, you should be okay. Because I know, McNeese has got to head out right afterwards. They're all gathering. They're gonna be working on the clock tonight. So all the crews just came. Well, that was
I should be okay there. I'll leave.
Yeah, they've had to pause it because it's live. They like that.
Good, how are you doing?
Has it been fairly quiet otherwise?
My wife was in South Beach yesterday.
Oh, she just out there for fun?
Was that, she had, it was a little both. Yeah. She probably stopped smiling. Yeah. She probably stopped smiling.
We'll send out a news release to you guys shortly after this, just with all the details of the centers and everything that you might need for your reporting. The mayor, Chairman McCutcheon and Mayor Bartlett were up here at 1:30 today for the briefing, the weather briefing, and they made lots of decisions together. They always coordinate on closures and things like that. Okay, is everybody close?
All good. Yep.
One thing I'd love for y'all to do, sorry guys, a little bit of Hollywood. Do y'all mind stepping forward just a little bit? So, yeah, get you out of the shadows some. Yeah, come on up. Yeah, that's good. One on each side, just so it doesn't look like it's,
Go ahead and get
you're in the middle. One on, you get on that side.
I'm gonna get on this
You're
side.
here, yeah. So,
Superstar
and
over
then
here.
when you get through speaking, just step back and let them come in and that's it. Is that better? Sorry.
Yeah.
You're so polite, just stand back. Thank you. I think, is everybody rolling and we're ready, Jeff?
Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Birdwell. I'm Director of the Huntsville-Madison County EMA. Just kind of want to give you an update of where we're at on the current winter weather event. So first, an update on the weather. We should see an end to the precipitation soon. After that, there's going to be dangerously cold temperatures now through Tuesday morning. Black ice will be a problem. And Chris is going to talk here in just a few minutes about road conditions and things of that nature. But one thing that I do want to point out is roads are not the only problem. A iced over step or sidewalk will probably get you a trip to the hospital. So just be aware of those conditions. Bitterly dangerous cold. Don't be outside if you have to. If you do have to be outside, please dress appropriately. And again, the 4 Ps: people, plants, pipes, and pets. As far as the EMA, moving forward, we will be open all night and into tomorrow until as long as it's necessary. So now we'll go to Scott Irwin from Community Development.
Thank you, Jeff. So I'm Scott Irwin, Manager of Community Development for the City of Huntsville. As we're approaching some of the most dangerous temperatures of the season so far, many of our unsheltered residents have had the need for some sheltered housing. So we have 4 warming centers that we've opened inside the city limits of Huntsville. The Community Warming Center, which is at the living room at 2820 Governor's Drive, and then First Stop Homeless Day Shelter at 206 Stokes Street. The Downtown Rescue Mission, as always, which is at 1400 Evangel Circle, and of course the Salvation Army at 305 Seminole. These 4 locations, last night, they housed over 375 individuals. We do encourage, if someone actually needs shelter on the streets, seek one of these locations. We also are asking for friends and family to reach out to someone whose home may be not having the sufficient heat to get them into their home or somewhere, again, a safe environment. Make sure you're using a safe, secure heat source inside your homes is really important. So we're doing everything we can to make sure that those without the proper resources of heat have locations to go, and encourage our citizens to check on one another during this time.
My name is Chris McNeese. I'm the Director of Public Works, and just want to give everybody a brief summary of what we're doing for tonight's event, Cold Spell. We have crews in. We have about 75 to 80 personnel that's going to hang out this evening all night into tomorrow. For us, it's going to be real simple. We're going to be slinging rock and salt during the night. We're going to be slinging rock on our bridges and overpasses that we maintain, and the way we're going to treat some of our roadways, on the elevated roadways like Green Mountain, Cecil Ashburn, 4 Mile Post, we're going to be slinging some salt on the road, and our major thoroughfares. So we're going to look at our major collectors as far as trying to keep traffic rolling on those. So just if you get out tonight, just please be careful. Exercise extreme caution. As I was driving in, I was really optimistic, saw a lot of crosswind, west to east movement with the wind. But unfortunately, there's been a heavy mist in the air, and it's causing our roads just to stay a little damp. So just please, as you navigate the roads this evening, if you have to, please use extreme caution. And please don't trust any puddle. Treat it as ice. Later this evening, when we get down in the 20s, it definitely will be. So please use extreme caution when you get out on the roads this evening. I'll hand it over to HPD.
Good evening. I'm Sergeant Chris Jackson with Huntsville Police Department. I'm the Public Information Officer. Just want to go into yesterday morning just to give everybody an idea of what black ice can do. We had just a little bit of a wintry mix in the morning. Before noon, we had 74 reported accidents. Just that little bit of slickness on the roadways can create a lot of hazardous conditions if you're driving. That's what we fully anticipate for in the morning. So tomorrow, if you've got to be out, take your time. Take it easy. What we're going to do tonight is business as usual. We're going to be checking the roadways. We're going to be coordinating with Chris McNeese and AlDOT to get treatment on roads if we notice it's getting slick. And also, we'll be doing our community outreach portion. We'll be making sure that we're finding anybody that appears to be unsheltered and getting them to a warming center. Aside from that, that's really all we have as far as the public service. And yesterday, for the whole day, from 4 a.m. to about 9 p.m., we had 84 wrecks. So as you saw, as that ice started to go away, traffic conditions got better, way less wrecks. So tomorrow morning, take your time, take it easy. Because when it does start to turn into ice, you're not going to see it, and that's when the wrecks are going to happen. I'm going to turn it over for questions if anybody has any.
You guys have talked a lot about roadways. What about walkways and sidewalks and people just walking outside of their houses? What do you recommend for that?
So I would recommend for that would be kitty litter if you've got some. If you've got some actual salt, you have time to run by a store and get it out. The biggest thing is going to be taking your time. Your steps are likely going to get frozen overnight. Also, for your people that are going into work in the morning, your parking lots. They don't have as good as drainage as roadways. There's going to be ice in them. So as you're stepping out of your car, take your time, take it easy. If you notice that your foot's starting to slip, slow down. Aggressive movements on ice is what leads to you falling and getting hurt.
You mentioned that you were going to be taking the unhoused people to the warming centers. How do you determine what warming center they're going to, and what would be the protocol if they say that they're at capacity?
So most of them have larger capacities for events like this. And generally how it works is you will reach out to each one to see where their numbers are at so that it's kind of dispersed evenly. I'd let Scott Irwin give you more details on that because truthfully, What we do on the law enforcement side is we just key up and have all four checked. But let me have him come up here and give you full.
So during events like this, representatives from all four locations are in constant communication during those times. So if someone shows up at Shelter A and their capacity, they call around to see who actually has the next available capacity based on where they're located. So there is a team approach to making sure that everyone has a place to go. The Downtown Rescue Mission are our largest, so they really don't have a capacity limit based on our community needs. They have an expansion, so they put them in gymnasiums and hallways and locations. So so far we have not and will not expect to reach any type of finite capacity.
Chris McNeese, we're kind of now where the rain is basically stopped, but we got a buffer until it gets to freezing temperatures. Is this creating like a window for you guys to work in? Say we got to work now, or are you waiting until it gets cold?
Great question. That's a really good point to bring up. We will be working within that window to sling some salt on those elevated areas. As I was driving in this afternoon, I saw a lot of some of our driveways and some of our side streets are coming in to the parkway, to the side roads I was in coming downtown. A lot of that cross drain from all this rain that we've had. So even though the rain is hit the streets, going to the gutters, going to the storm gutters, we're still getting a lot of that groundwater, still getting a lot of surface water draining off into the drives and side streets, crossing the street. So just please be aware of all those areas for potential black ice. So we're going to be doing our best to treat those elevated areas with salt prior to the temperatures dropping here through the night. But through the night, we're still going to be working closely with HPD. We'll be responding to isolated locations and areas of concerns that they will identify.
Real quick, this is for both of Chris's. Real quick, with of course those barriers, there were some reports that barriers were kind of smashed or people were still driving over those overpasses. This is for both of you guys. I guess what's the message for someone who might see the barrier in place and say, I'm still going to drive over this area?
Well, it's pretty simple. If you drop through a barricade, you're going to get a citation. Also, with the road being closed, if you get into a wreck, Deputy Chief Johnson touched on it yesterday, your insurance isn't going to cover the damages to your car. But you're putting us in a predicament. Not this winter weather storm, but a few winter storms prior, we had several officers get injured where they were going to get vehicles and people from where they had went through a barricade and actually got into a wreck, and they fell trying to help them. So if a barrier's out, I just ask for you to respect it. We're not trying to be mean. We're not trying to make your commute any longer. It's got to be. We're trying to make sure that you can get to where you need to be safely.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Chris, one last one. Jackson. So we had a lot of road closures yesterday morning. I know it's difficult to anticipate, but what do you guys look at? What are you looking at going into this evening as it's going to freeze over in terms of closures?
So as the temperatures start to go down, your elevated roadways are going to go first. Then your secondary roadways, your anything that like a bridge or an overpass, as we start to get freezing point below, those are going to ice up faster than your normal roadways. But how we're going to coordinate that is the team, as they're closing out a road, is going to notify me, and we will try to get that notification out through City Alerts, which, if you did not know, is free. So if you want to sign up for it, we'll also be using our social media page as we did yesterday. We right now have it anticipated to have our first rollout of road closures tomorrow at 8 a.m. But obviously, if there's a lot of roadways that are closed, then we might be able to accelerate that timeline for morning commute.
How do y'all distinguish between a road where you go, oh, hey, we can keep this open, or no, we need to close this down? Who makes that decision?
So we're driving with the anticipation of trying to find ice. So we're driving slower, we're hitting our brakes very hard, and we're doing things that traditionally we tell you not to do when driving on ice. And if we slip and almost wreck, then we're going to close the road. There are times where we don't have time to get to every road, depending on different calls coming out and staffing, because things come in a priority, and also with wrecks. So yesterday when the Parkway overpasses got closed, we had time to check it. We knew that it was getting real close, and then just further confirmation as we're rolling out barricades, we start getting wreck after wreck after wreck, getting reported from just single vehicles who are losing control, hitting an embankment. We try to get you before that, but sometimes it doesn't. So tomorrow, it's important. Slow down. Take your time. It is not 80 degrees. It's about getting there safely. It's not about getting there on time.